When I was 16 and going to prep school during the Punic Wars, a bunch of us used to go into New York on the first day of vacations before we fanned out to our homes. And in the evening, this bunch of us used to go to this gin mill owned by the gangster father of one of us, for this was during the Great Experiment, or Prohibition, as it is more frequently called. And it was a bad time for the liquor lobby, but a fine time for the crooks and the cops. And we would go to this gin mill, and we would drink with the grown-ups and listen to the jazz. And one time in the bunch of us, there was this boy who was 15, and he had killed his mother with a shotgun some years before, accidentally, completely accidentally, without even an unconscious motivation. I have no doubt at all. And this one evening, this boy went with us, and we ordered our drinks. And when it came his turn, he said, "I'll have bergin. Give me some bergin, please. Bergin and water." Well, we all laughed. He was blonde, and he had the face of a cherub. And we all laughed, and his cheeks went red, and the color rose in his neck. And the assistant crook who had taken our order told people at the next table what the boy had said. And then they laughed. And then more people were told. And the laughter grew. And more people and more laughter. And no one was laughing more than us. And none of us more than the boy who had shot his mother. And soon everyone in the gin mill knew what the laughter was about, and everyone started ordering bergin and laughing when they ordered it. And soon, of course, the laughter became less general. But it did not subside entirely for a very long time. For always at this table or that, someone would order bergin and a new area of laughter would rise. We drank free that night. And we were bought champagne by the management, by the gangster father of one of us. And of course we suffered the next day, each of us alone on his train away from New York, each of us with a grown-up's hangover. But it was the grandest day of my youth. I won't tell you. The following summer, on a country road, with his learner's permit in his pocket and his father on the front seat to his right, he swerved the car to avoid a porcupine and drove straight into a large tree. He was not killed, of course. And in the hospital, when he was conscious and out of danger, and when they told him that his father was dead, he began to laugh, I've been told. And his laughter grew. And it would not stop. And it was not until after they jammed a needle in his arm, not until after that, until his consciousness slipped away from him, that his laughter subsided, stopped. And when he was recovered from his injuries enough so that he could be moved without damage, should he struggle, he was put in an asylum. That was 30 years ago. Oh, yes. And I'm told that for these 30 years, he has not uttered one sound. Martha! Martha!